Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Thank you very much for being here. So we're going to be getting started here in just a minute, and we do a fugitive challenge. But as you can see, we're going to dedicate this stream this evening to Myrany, as you all know. I'm already breaking up, and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Sorry about that. I did want to have a little bit of a comment here, a little bit of a small speech before I say hi to everybody. So thank you very much. If you just give me just a couple moments and I actually wrote this out. That's the funny part. I never script anything. This I scripted. Just want to put that out there. It was about, let me see, about 3.5 years ago I started this channel on YouTube for the most part. Over on Twitch, yeah, I only did that not too long ago. But anyway, there were several who found me at that time and stuck with me over the years, and one was Morani. Morani actually joined the channel. I subscribed somewhere around, I believe it was in June of the following year, about 6 months later, not quite, that she finally gave in and subscribed on YouTube. I thought that was pretty funny that she took that long, but she always took a while to make a decision whether she was going to stick to it and whether I was going to stick to it or not. So that's what made the difference there. She hated sentinels, but would always build these really great dwellings that she had on the planets. And the reason I mention that is that one of the last ones she built was right next to a sentinel pillar, which was very interesting and hilarious. But it's with great sadness that I have to announce that she passed away on April 21st, about a week ago. The universe is, in No Man's Sky, is a little less than what it is now. I do hope that some of the dwellings that she did make in No Man's Sky remain, but, you know, if not, I've actually named my main system after her. So, getting all worked up, and I shouldn't be. Because I do have some serious things to talk about. I will fondly remember her and thank her even now for believing in me enough to stick with my channel for the few years. And as Exilus knows her really well, her family is together. They're grieving, of course, but they're together, and they're pulling it together really well and supporting each other. Now, let's move on to more important, to just as important a thing, and this is what brought this to light. It was not too long ago. I came across a meme on. I'll bring it together. Don't worry, I'll bring it together. And it brought to light something that I thought was very interesting. And I used to say that the No Man's Sky community was the best in the verse, and I do agree with that. But, you know, I'd like to expand that. Whether people are, like myself, content creators, for games, podcasters, they do co-working streams, I'm sure you've seen some of those, etc. Or there are people out there who just watch those streams, like yourselves, gamers, co-workers, etc. The streaming community, for the most part, is filled with a genre of people that are absolutely amazing, and they transcend every type of age group across the internet. It could be kids in their teens, all the way through to elder ones, let's say, even as old as Jason at 178 years old, last I heard. It's an amazing community, and without you, the viewers, we are streaming to no one, talking to no one except maybe ourselves, and I do that all the time. But all of you are amazing people who join together to find like-minded individuals like ourselves to share their time with. Another streamer said this, and I quote this, and I don't know which streamer said it because this is a quote from a quote from a quote. It goes back a little ways, so I'm paying this forward, if you will. It said, "Some of the best and most important people I have ever met never sat beside me. They were just voices in my headset, turning lonely nights into memories I will have forever. These people were there for me when nobody else was." Come on. I don't know why I'm breaking up so much about this. We laughed, we smiled, we cheered each other on. We even gave praise to our accomplishments that we shared in our lives. And although some of us may have parted ways, we will never forget and we will never let go, because video games are what brought us together. They allowed us to find something that we didn't think we could ever find, and that's, in some ways, true friendship, relationships, a second family, all in a moment, just one moment, where we could all be together playing what we love. So when we lose ones like Myrany, who she wasn't a streamer, she wasn't a content creator, but she was a viewer. Zao, as some of you may have known, who was a content creator for nomanssky, he passed away about, gosh, it's going on 2 years now. And even, I'll mention that great name, Technoblade, that many of you know. It's a loss that we all feel, as if we were all family. And while it hurts, I'll bring this together. And while it hurts, it also feels pretty darn good to be part of this community. So, in conclusion, from all content creators to all you people who watch, listen, lurk, participate, play along, etc., thank you. And to all you content creators out there that we all watch, listen to, lurk, participate in, and play along, thank you as well. That's all I got to say. And I honestly didn't think I would break up that much. I apologize. So, yeah, Exodus, I think I need something stronger than this today. Sorry. Exodus broke the news to us a couple days ago. So, in YouTube, you can rewind and play this back again anytime you wish. So that's not a problem if any of you want to join over there from the Twitch stream. On YouTube, thank you very much for being here, Exodus. Please do. He wants to share a story over there on YouTube, so I'll repeat it back if I can keep it together. So go ahead and type it out, and while you're doing that, go ahead and share that story. We have quite the community. We really, really do. We watch some of these streamers like on YouTube and on Twitch. And the bottom line is these are normal, regular people. These aren't celebrities. None of us are. Okay, some of them are. Some of them are. They get to a point where they can be celebrities. But all in all, for the most part, a lot of them are just regular people like you and me. As I've said many, many times, I play these games because I enjoy playing them. It's a little bit of a removal from regular everyday, the grind, if you will. And I play these games because I enjoy them. So I share that joy of the games with you folks. And that's the reason why I do it. So that's why I turned off all the monetization. That's why I also turned off or never affiliated over on Twitch, even though I'm in an area right now that I probably could, but I don't see any reason to do so. Morani got you into nomanssky. I had seen a stream and said, yeah, interesting. The following day, the game appeared as a gift. That's very funny you should say that. That's how I got a number of different games. People were like, Paul, you got to try this. Next thing I know, it appears as a gift, and I'm like, come on, man, cut it out. You know, I think nomanssky might have been that game too. I think somebody at work that I worked with gifted it to me, and I was like, all right, I'll get into it. But that was, wow, that was 7 years ago. Good grief. I walked to my first ship, opened a canopy. Morani pointed and said, go. That's what he's saying. That's funny. Thank you, Miriam. I appreciate that. And Douglas, I appreciate you as well. Thank you very much. And to those of you who joined us, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for being here. Damon, Nomad, appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you like my playthrough, so I appreciate that too, buddy. And Frank, no problem, man. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Nobody heard about it. It's I announced it on my channel. I don't have exactly a big wide range of people that have joined my channel over on Discord, but I did put the announcement in there. So but thank you, Q Creator. Thank you for being here too. Demager, thank you. Appreciate that. Gunboat Willie, excellent quote, by the way. What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven in the lives of others. Indeed. Ruddick over on the Twitch side, thank you very much for joining us. You caught me at a bad time, man. Almost lost it there for a little bit. So she pointed and said go, and then Exilus says, I fumbled a bit, but I remember the first time I found the space station, she literally clapped and said, told you you'd find it. She sat with me, talked, laughed, kept me company. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. I'm just going to call you Beer. Beer, appreciate the hug. Thank you, my friend. So, we're about to get started here. We're going to go ahead and get the fugitive run going. What else is there, Exilus? I think, honestly, put this into Discord, too. Share your stories. Played in the early hours. Laughed when I tried to tame a bird. How many of us tried to do that? I'll tell you what, man. There's so many birds I've seen out there I wanted to tame, so I get it. It's final on it. God keep you all. Indeed. Indeed. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch over to another screen that you're familiar with. And this screen doesn't have my game showing. Why is that? Because it's set to Windrose and I forgot to change it over. Hang on. There we go. All right, we're good. A lot of folks have OBS set up to capture a screen or capture an actual monitor. I don't do that. I actually capture the game itself, so that's why that is. So, all right, the universe is waiting for us all. Celebrate life. Indeed. Fugitive run. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So the way the fugitive run works, now this time when I put the description over on YouTube, I didn't put the whole rule set in there. I went ahead and gave you all the link to Beeblebum's website. He has game challenges over in his menu on the right hand side, so if you just hit the drop down you'll see everything in there, every game challenge he's made. I decided to do fugitive, and this weekend it looks like we're leaning towards doing when we do our 10-hour stream. Sorry, it's not going to be 12. Other obligations unfortunately have reared their heads, one of those being I'm getting my car fixed, and that was the only day they could get it in on, so I have to drop it off Friday night, and the guy's driving it like about 30 minutes south of here to get it fixed. I'd be with him, but I promised to do the stream, so I decided just to cut it by a couple hours, so that way when he comes back home we can pick it up and exchange and all that stuff. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do a 10-hour stream, and it looks like we're going to be doing another challenge. I don't know which one we're going to do yet. Possibly there's a couple different ones. Maybe we'll do the Bounty Hunter challenge, because that one can take a while, and that'll be great to get done in one run. But I've got 2 more episodes coming out on this coming Monday and the following Monday, so I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Double Tap, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, man. The universe is waiting indeed. It is indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to start a new game. So if you want to check out the challenge, I've limited myself tonight to getting 3 glyphs. We only need 1, but we'll see. You know, I just want to do it as a quicker type of run on this. So let's see. So we want to set everything to, there it is, permadeath. And we're going to scale up everything to maximum. We're going to leave it as standard, of course, because that's going to be problematic if we want to try to buy a ship somewhere. Expensive, harsh. We do have a challenge that we've set up that does involve an abandoned universe, but that's another time. Challenging on enemy strength with disabling the tutorial. We don't need that. Challenging, especially fishing. I always bring that up. So, Willie's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Yep. Oh, yeah, he was in the house. He had that wonderful quote at the beginning. Thank you very much, Willie. So, appreciate that. That's over on the YouTube side. And thank you, folks, for being here on the Twitch side. I know there's not many over there, but I really appreciate you being here. So, yeah, Fugitive Challenge. We're going to go ahead and get that done. Still trying to bring it together. Going to have to get a little more water in me, or else I'm going to be a little too raspy for the stream. Ah, there we go. Okay, good deal. Bringing it together. So everything should be maxed out, right? So this is like Permadeath Extreme. All right, good deal. I think we got it all. All right, we'll start it and get moving along. So starter ships off limits. Buildings are off limits. We can't even go to a trade outpost or anything like that to pick up a ship. We can't buy a ship unless someone lands next to us. Now, the cheapest ship you can get is usually a shuttle, and that's about 3.5 mil to 4 mil on permadeath mode, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to get one. Looks like we're on a fiery planet today. Let's see. Ooh, we already got some condensed carbon, and it does look like my scanner is probably okay because, yeah, everything's all right, fixed, unfortunately, which means it's going to drop like a rock. Our ship is that way. Let's check where we are on the planet. Towards the north. So we're going to start heading south. Interesting. It almost looks like there's water on this planet, but I've never started on a planet with water before. You know, I might head north just for the heck of it, just to see what happens. That would be pretty interesting. All right. Where are we here? West, north. We don't have to repair anything. Probably a good idea to get you guys. I don't know what we can we use nanites for anything? I don't think we can. So we'll see what happens here. Interesting. Napalm 30 cal. I don't think it did your your images over there, Grandy. I'm over on Twitch. It just gave me the names for every one of them. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna head this way. I should be looking for buildings and stuff like that. Okay, we got what on this planet? Sac venom? Ugh, yuck. Organic rocks just piss off sentinels. We don't want to do that. It looks like they may have done something to the scanner because I'm seeing things again. I know that sounds weird to say it that way, but there we are. But I can see things. That's down below. I'm going to skip it then. Buried cache right in front of me. There we go. At least nothing's attacking me. At least that's something good. What'd we get? Okay. We're going to need ferrite dust. We're going to need sodium especially. I should really do a scan real quick and see if we can find any. And we need a cave, so cave would be handy. Looks like we got some over here, over there. There we go. All right. Much better. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. A lot of condensed carbon everywhere, so that might be a good thing. And dodge vicious critters on any planet. Yes. I know. That's a problem. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, we got a couple more creatures. Okay, what is that, number 3 or number 4? I think that's 4. Yeah. Got a cave. Let's go ahead and make some, let's get some rocks first, and then we'll get some batteries going on. Carbon. I'll take the carbon. But I hope everybody's going to have a decent week this week. Up and onward. We can take care of some of those for some more sodium if we want, but I'm not going to worry about that. So we're going to see if we can't find our ship, a new ship, and we'll get things taken care of. So again, I hope you all have a good week. I'm looking forward to the stream this weekend. It's the 3,000 subscriber stream for the weekend. For those of you on Twitch, you're probably looking and saying, you don't have that many over here. You're right, I don't. We haven't even hit 500 over here, but that's okay. I'm not as concerned about that. My channel started on YouTube back in the day, and we've crossed over 3,000, so I wanted to do a little something special with it. So we'll see how we can do on that. Okay, I can make 6 batteries. Let me get a little bit more. I want to have at least about 20 batteries, so I'll need another 100 cobalt. Thanks, One Thumb. I appreciate that. And if you want to go back and watch the breakdown of Paul and how he falls apart very easily, I can be a pretty emotional dude, and situations like that. Ah, there we go. So, lost her too soon, man. There we go. That should give me another 10 batteries. Let's get a little bit more. Got another 30 ought to do it. It's not necessarily my loss, my friend. It's our loss. It's everybody. We lost a good person in the community, and that's what it is. And that should do it. Okay, we just need some stuff. We need some stuff, man. Hate to sound like Heather Silver Mist, but there you are. See, look at that. I mean, the damaged machineries are starting to show up, so maybe they did fix it the other day. I haven't played in a little while because, as you might imagine, I've been playing another game. I don't know if you've heard of it, called Windrose, and I've been sucked into that game something hard, man. It's a lot of fun. And I'm a completionist, so I'm trying to complete all the little side quests and little quests, and you know, haven't even fought Richard yet, and I'm already like level 6 at this point, almost about to become level 7. All right, sorry, 16. Okay, we need a little bit more. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen much oxygen on the planet. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but we're going to have to start looking for that soon. All right. Nanites. Okay. What do we got? There we go. 20. So we can get rid of that now. Okay. Can't scan you. Obviously, you've been scanned. Got a couple guys over here. What are you? They got little wings on them. That's number 5. Last one's probably going to be underground, I'm going to guess. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll run across them sooner or later. Alright, so let's take a look and look. Now we're going to start looking for anything else like that, for instance. Alright, why am I seeing an unknown building off planet? When does that happen? Seriously? Alright, that's never happened. Okay, so maybe the scanner isn't quite fixed yet. Oh, I needed that. Thank you. Thank you, Hello Games. I appreciate you, man. Needed a laugh. Look, oxygen. Sodium. There we go. I saw the machine over here, the busted machinery. I'm going to go check it. Long-range sensors activated, Captain. They're nuclear powered. I don't remember carrying plutonium in my backpack. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, another one right there. Watch one of them land near me. Right when I don't have anything to sell. Oh, you know what I should do? I keep forgetting. I need to grab the the buried technology. Huh. This one's not showing any. Is that me or is it weird? Oh, it's right there. That's why. Haha. Got it. Okay. I need 10 stacks of those. Yikes. Any thoughts on a possible expedition anytime soon? The tradesman says. Yes, I've been seeing things like that on Space Randomly too. Great. Expedition, huh? I don't think we're going to get an expedition, but, well, probably with the next update. Next update, we'll probably get one. Next update, I predict, will probably be in at least a month, but Sean's been really, really active on Twitter lately. Really active. He's like been posting 2 to 3 times a day, just about. Usually just, you know, hey, look at this picture somebody posted of No Man's Sky. Hey, look at this picture somebody, you know, and it's just over and over again. You know. Rinse, repeat. So where are the... There's no hazardous flora on this planet, apparently. That one's off planet too. I'm seeing all the buildings that are off planet apparently. Or maybe that's the same building. It's probably the same building, yeah. It won't stop giving me that, so I'm just going to obey. I don't think I'm going to grab the metal this time. Okay, and the buried tech should be right in front of me. There you are. Alright, off we go. Okay, we're heading kind of in an easterly direction because of these hills. This is not a good planet to be on for this, but, you know, it is what it is. That one's north. Let's go that way. Start using your scanner and not the telescope. You mean that? Is that what you mean? The scanner? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Hold on. You know what I should do, though? Can I do that yet? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Well, I wish I could help you there, dear. Okay, so there is a building nearby. But that one still says off-planet, so there must be something else nearby that I can't see yet. That's interesting. I need to bring my life support up, huh? I do have a little bit of oxygen. I'll go ahead and use it, but... And I probably need to start looking at plants since I'm not finding any hazardous flora to get oxygen from. I'm going to need some. There we go. Nope, that's still the same building. Maybe this building is not off-planet? Is that a possibility? I'll head that direction a little bit and we'll see what happens. Okay, there you are. One of these days we'll do a new no HUD challenge. We haven't done one of those in a while. You are missing the hazardous plants. I'm missing them. Shouldn't they show up in my scanner, though? Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, look at that. What kind of plant is it? Oh, it's one of those. You're right. They were there. My fault. I want to get up to the top of the hill here. Ooh, I need that. Come on. Come on, baby. You can do this. Completely vertical, but let's not give me any help here. Now, one of those will give me... That's hazard, and that's life support. There it is. There we go. Alright. So, nope, still off planet. Okay, but I'm not seeing any other buildings. And that, you heard the chime as clearly as I did. That usually means there's a building nearby, but I'm not seeing it yet. And I know I'm probably going blind, and you guys are like, right there, you stupid idiot. But no, I can't see it. It's really weird. I mean, I'm not missing that. Use photo mode? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I should probably go ahead and put that on a hotkey while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, it's right there. Right there. You got a, right in the middle of the screen there. Got a what do you call it? Not a settlement. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's not going to work at all if we're going to have trouble with that. I mean, I should be able to see that from where I'm at, man. And it's like right over there. Well, yeah, it's right down there. There it is. It's a shelter. And it's not showing up on my display. Hold on a second. Oh, still not working. Wouldn't it suck if all I'm going to see are buildings that are elsewhere? And there's another one right here. Oh boy. Hey, Starduster, good to see you. No notification even though I asked. I'm sorry. Maybe I should send you a message directly. And only you. I don't know what we're going to do, guys. If these buildings are not showing up on our display, we're going to have a little bit of a problem here, aren't we? Yeah, Demager, I'm beginning to think about that because at this point, No Man's Sky is broken. If I can't see buildings in my display, we can't do a fugitive run. So they replaced one problem with a different one now, and I can only see buildings on other planets? How does that work? Yeah, I can see everything else. I can see abandoned crates, broken machinery, but I cannot see any buildings. Well, crap. No, I just need to pay more attention to YouTube, I guess. Kind of hard to kick their butt. Demager, are you kidding me? My gosh. You're old. No, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Congratulations, man. 64. 64 years young, my friend. Hey, do they have retirement ages over by you, man? That comes to mind because of my own age. Fugitive run. We're not supposed to enter a building. You can go to a cave, but I can't enter a building. Give me a gimme on that. I've been playing too much Windrose. Where's the, there you are. There we go. 5 years. Hey, Countess, good to see you, by the way. Thank you very much for being here, April. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. This is really, really odd. Oh, yeah. Now you've... hate the slappers. They're my favorites to not like. Anyway. Come on, get over that. Yes, dear. I know my thermal protection's falling. Yay, a Gek relic. Oh, I'm sorry, Demager. Exilus says he's turned 64. You were talking to Demager. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That's hilarious. Congratulations, Exilus. I know you mentioned that the other night to me. I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but okay. May want to try a reload. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea. Alright, let me just take one more look around. Because this is going to be a problem. Or maybe we can walk to that building off planet, huh? If we do find water, wouldn't that be something? If there was water on this planet? And I could I could blast myself out into space. Alright, let's see if there's been a save point recently. And we can try reload. Alright, it's about a minute. Let's go ahead and just give it a little bit more time. I'm going west now. I need to go north. I mean, we can get the noise indicating that we're near a building, but... Still mid-50s. Good. Good. So we're in the same boat, my friend. Alright, let's see. Okay, check again. Okay, 35. Alright, it did save again. Let's go ahead and reload and just see what happens. Anyway, must have taught me how to insult someone in Southern style. Instead of using an Aussie swear word, she taught me how to say, molest their heart. Because we all know what bless their heart means. Just got to start practicing that Southern accent. All right, I don't know why I keep putting the lid on. Just keep it open, Paul. It's easier. All right, let's take a quick look. We look back the way we came, and we just passed some buildings, so... Shelter off planet. Me thinks something is definitely wrong here. Hey, Delta, good to see you, man. I'll recommend it, and Delta's channel's right there, folks. Check him out. Great streamer. He's got a stream going on this evening. What's the name of that game again? It's another space-based game. Go ahead, advertise, man. Advertise, advertise. This might went to a new start, maybe in order. I think so. No, I appreciate you, my friend. And if you get a chance, if you want to back up the video, go back to the beginning and just check out the... I fell apart in that my little speech at the beginning for Myrany. So check it out. It was definitely heartfelt. All of it was meant. Yeah, I'm telling you what, we may have to do a restart here, guys. Maybe we'll get a different planet. Let's go ahead and try that out. Because this isn't working if we can't see any buildings. There we go. Try it again, sorry. There we go. Things there, right? Yep. Okay, expensive, harsh, challenging, disabled, challenging, locked, go. Absolutely. Thanks for honoring her. Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the comments over on Discord, too. Thank you for that as well. I appreciate it, Delta. Yeah, just, that was rough. So. All right. Ooh. Nuclear? Nuclear, not nuclear. Nuclear. Let's be clear about that, folks, okay?
Radiation protection falling.
My radiation protection's falling, though. Okay, I see no buildings around me. Let's head in a direction and see what we can find. Little scanny scan. Grab some sodium while we're at it. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, all the usuals, all the regulars are here. April's in the house too. It's kind of nice. It's nice to have the gang together, if you will. Curious deposits on this planet. I'll scan you while I'm here. Take you. Gotcha. Okay. Problem is with No Man's Sky, I don't think we're finding buildings here, Delta. Buildings themselves are not showing up on the radar. That makes 6 on this planet too. So if we can't find buildings, I guarantee you we're not going to find ships. Bless their heart. Yeah, see, that particular comment there, Miss Chase, oh, that's so cute, bless their heart. What that means is that person's an idiot. So, just to be clear. It's a pity statement. Not with that attitude. I think they fixed a lot of stuff because if you look, I can see, like, I can see the abandoned subterranean anyway. The buried caches, that's no problem. We've been able to see those all along. I can see the buried tech, and I don't have one in my vicinity right now, but I can see damaged machinery as well. There it is, one right there. So that's working. I was like, okay, they fixed it. But then it gave me that little chime to indicate, hey, you're near a... hang on a second, before I die. hey, you're near a building. You know, you get that chime, that message, if you will. And I'm like, wait a second, I don't see any buildings on my scope. So where are these so-called buildings at? I'm going to go ahead and hit a cave here in a second.
Radiation protection falling.
There we go. One of these steep caves, too. Lurk, family time. Oh, you go ahead and do that, man. You go, have fun, and I hope your stream goes well later on, man. Hope you have fun. And when you say, bless their kind, warm, gentle, loving heart, that's almost like multiplying it and making it that much more sexless. And when they say, bless their kind, warm, gentle, loving heart, yeah, you pissed at me about something? That's really what you want to say. You upset? All right. That'll give me a few batteries if I need them. All right, but we still, I'm not seeing any buildings, but we haven't gotten a chime yet. We'll walk long enough to see if we run across any buildings, okay? So, finding broken, damaged machinery will be our next bet. There we go. Upwards. Upwards. Should have been out of here by now. Got it. There we go. Back to the mining beam, and let's take a peek around. I want to head towards any damaged machinery I can find. And we probably want to get some plants too. What is that? Grawberry? Grawberry's good for life support, so. Head in that direction. Hazard protection? Yeah, I know. Wait a moment here. You call them by their full name? And if you don't know their full name, you can make one up. It's a way to do it, man. Alright. Oh, glowing mineral. Oh, nice. 150,000 for that one. One of the better minerals. That doesn't happen very often. Stop slouching. Sit up straight.
Radiation protection falling.
Yes, dear. Lots of caves around here. At least that's something. Wait a minute, is that? Ooh, we're on a salvage container planet? Freaking awesome, man. Skip the stuff that we can pick up, man. I don't want to pick up any of that. We're going to start picking up salvage. So that's an awesome thing to find on a planet like this. And the fact that I can see it through my scanner is great. Let me do a quick scan. Let's make a battery or two real quick. Because that. It's not what I wanted to use, but that's okay. That'll work for now. I think that's actually, that broken machinery down there is an actual spot. That should be a building. Check here. Can't quite tell though. I could go to photo mode, but we're almost there. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I thought it was. There we go. I'm answering my wife's text messages. She wanted to know how dinner went. I haven't eaten any of it yet, but I did tell her it was good. I had a lot to set up tonight. It was kind of a busy night. I still have that timer up there, huh? Hang on a second here.
Radiation protection falling.
To-do. There we go. Let's do something here. And hope that we don't crash. There.
Radiation protection.
There we go. I'm not actually timing anything, so I don't know what that was doing on the screen still. I needed to get rid of it. All right. Not bad. Little trick there. If you take that, you can stand right next to these guys and take them out. All right. There we go. So we got a salvage container like right here, so let's check that out. It'll be tasty. Yeah, it's a shredded pork mac and cheese. Everything that basically heart attack in a pan. But it's homemade, and that's the best part of it. So it's not like store-bought or anything like that. This was a homemade item. Oh, it's a good one, too. One of the better ones, I should say.
Radiation protection falling.
Made with love, absolutely. Hey, Aaron, it's good to see you, by the way. Okay, thrusters ×2. This is very... That's bucks right there. This, not so much. These will probably sell for about 150 each. But if we get a stack of 15, holy crap. We won't get a stack of 15, but still, very much worth it. Life support. Excellent.
Radiation protection falling.
What do we got? Got another one straight in front of us to the north. I'm going to go ahead and head in that direction.
Radiation protection falling.
Let's do a quick scan again, see if that helps. Because sometimes it will help to see buildings. I really don't think it's working, but we'll do it for a little bit longer here. Worst comes to worst, I could always show you a little bit more windrows. I've got one character that I've gotten up to level 6, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you can't really go up way many levels in this. Whoops, that's a hole. There we go. And I can show you where I've gone so far. I use it as, as my learning tool, if you will. Really don't think we can see everything. I like how everybody in here is so polite to Miss Chase.
Radiation protection.
Who, by the way, over on the Twitch side is Grandia. I think that is absolutely wonderful. That's another thing I like about the community, is everybody has a lot of respect for each other. And it's just one of those sayings that I had to read out to you guys, because it's just, it really does embody what the community is like around here. Not just No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, I think, is a head above the rest, if you ask me. Because there's a lot of other communities that are really kind of cutthroat. Okay. Nanites it is. I'm not getting buried tech, because we're not going to be able to spend it anyway. Okay, we got damaged machinery over there. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm mainly looking for to see if I can get some protection. Probably not going to, but that's okay.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
There we go. Okay. Let's continue on.
Radiation protection falling.
I've been tempted to jump into Windrose, played a bunch of Ark and Valheim in the day. If you like Valheim, you're going to really like Windrose. I'm sure you've seen some gameplay on it, and a lot of other content creators have been playing it. The building aspects of it are remarkable. They're, to me, a lot more comfortable than even No Man's Sky is. There's a lot of more versatility. I don't even think you really even have to try to glitch build. I think they almost included it with the ability to put anything just about anywhere. So, really kind of nice. And that's my next goal, is once I beat Captain Richards, I'm going to pick a place and maybe set up a new island camp, if you will. Okay, this one should be a better one. It's probably not gonna be a part. It'll probably be just a treasure. There we go. Not a big one, but worth nearly $1 million by itself. Look at that crap. That is fantastic. Another 150,000. So, if you ask me, this is the best way to go. And there was another one really close by. There it is, right there. Uh-oh. It's a way to break your ankles real fast. Oh, they got sentinels showing up. Means he's not going to be happy when I cut this one open. See? He's coming. Well, I cut it open before he gets here. There we go. Ooh, torpedo launchers. Not bad. Wow, look at all the stuff I just picked up out of that. We might have enough now to buy a ship, because this is going to be worth probably a couple million. This is already worth $1 million. These aren't worth more than 150,000 each, so 600,000 there, but this will be worth probably a couple mil.
Radiation protection falling.
So I think we're doing all right.
Technology
There, I'll just use some of that sodium I just picked up. But we still haven't seen any buildings, right? Let me see if I can get someone to land near me, because then we won't have to worry about finding a ship. We're heading north still. Let's up. Wait. Off planet. So it's still doing the building off planet crap, which means, I don't know if it means that I'm getting close to a building or not, but alright, let's go to that salvage container. We'll just run in a different direction. It doesn't make a difference anymore. Wave to them. I'll try that. Thanks, Exilus. I've tried waving to him before. It doesn't always work, but you know what? We're going to do that, though. Set it to a hotkey, and set that to a hotkey. Alright. Replenish some supplies. Scanner's recharged. Let's do a quick scan. I see nobody. Strange, I haven't even noticed if any ships have been flying over.
Technology recharge.
Okay, let's look for some plants too. Humming sack, that's not the plant I'm looking for. I'm thinking about going kind of Star Wars-ish, if you will, on Saturday too for the 10-hour stream. Because, you know, being so close to the 4th and all. Okay, so supposedly we're near a building. There. There we go.
Radiation protection.
Supposedly near a building, but I am not seeing a building anywhere nearby. Okay, let's recharge.
Technology recharge.
Let's see where our building is. A little higher. That should be good. I'm guessing it's just a campsite. There might looks like there's one like right there in the center of the screen. Checking out, here's a Might and Magic. Olden Era tomorrow. Nostalgic game for me. Oh, wow. What are they doing? A remake of it, or a reboot, if you will? But the bugs we are facing recently are seriously impacting the joy of playing. I agree, Sergio. I don't know what to say. I mean, to do a Fugitive challenge or any of the challenges on Saturday, this coming Saturday, is going to be a problem if they don't fix these issues and get them fixed soon. Because not being able to see a building, I think there's one straight ahead. I'm going to check it out right now. If they can't take care of that, then that's going to be a problem. And it doesn't make it unplayable, but this is kind of like a no HUD challenge in that case. Then I can't see the buildings or anything like that, so. No, I don't see anything. I don't even see a building anywhere. What do you think? This might be. And there you go. So we can't see this building. It's only because there was happened to be a sentinel flying around at a great distance that I noticed there was anything there. 912. How far is that? 494. Let's go to the 494. Oh. No. Oh, there they are. Crap. Yeah. Oh well. So the question comes up, too, is are we going to be able to find graves and stuff like that, too? But it looks like we might. Stand ready for my arrival, Paul. A.K.A. Euclideus. Okay. Enjoy your arrival. I don't know what that means. Stand ready for your arrival. Well, thank you very much. If you don't mind, though, I don't have a standing desk, so I'm just going to have to sit. Old Man Gibb, good to see you, my friend. I'm just going to run through this radioactive storm here. Break my ankles on the other side. Goldman Gibb. I'm sorry. I don't know if that was purposely misspelled, but thank you for that. That was great. They fixed the hitbox in the buried tech, but now the buried tech is not marked. Also, notice some markers disappear as you approach them. Yeah, I know. But see, that's the thing, is that the buildings aren't showing up anymore, so I can't find any buildings, which means not finding a crashed ship. The only good thing about this planet is that it's got the salvaged containers. So I can make a crap ton of money real quick, and if I can just get someone to land, I can buy their ship from them. Structural gantry link again. What do we get? Just another structural gantry? Are you kidding? Speedbird fairing? That's all we got out of that. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We got money. That's what counts. Let me see, this one is 736. This one is not it. Let's go to that one.
Radiation protection.
We're allowed to use camera mode to go up in the air to see over hills. The next valley would widen your search considerably if you can. Yes, yes, actually, Space Weasel, that's exactly what somebody else suggested, using camera mode, as it's called. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, is to check those things out. You can definitely use them. It's actually a very useful tool when you're in the no HUD challenge. So if you have no HUD available, yeah, that's the only way you're going to find anything for the most part. Mining beam module. Okay, I'll take that. Here, let's just spread that out a little bit. There we go.
Radiation protection.
Yep, my life support's dropping too. Alright. A little extra oxygen just in case.
Technology recharge.
Name of this planet?
Radiation protection. Falling.
Nietzsche. Discovered 4 years ago by Farouche Exegete, which I'm assuming is a different language than English, of course. and which I will improperly pronounce because I am that way, unfortunately. I wouldn't even call myself singular lingual, if you will. I'm not even good at English, but I try. More nanites, okay. And you can stake a shick at. Something like that. Life support's really low. Okay, what do we got? A little bit of oxygen. We need some grawberries, or I need to start making some stuff. Except this grawberry's right there. Some over here, sweet root. Okay. I'm gonna go for the grawberry first because I think that's a little more important right now. I can't read in 2 languages. I'm bilingual illiterate. I can't read in 2 languages. Love it.
Radiation protection falling.
There we go. Alright, that's a start anyway. Okay, where is my salvage container? Let's grab that. And then we're going to try to flag down somebody because we've got to sell some of this crap. Excuse you. Pardon me. Coming through. Watch it. Alright. Thruster, also worth a lot of money.
Radiation protection falling.
Aerofoil. Okay. And inventory sure is full, unfortunately. This is not worth enough to keep, and I really wish I would have known that that was full.
Technology recharge.
Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, because we had some gold and the... crying out loud. And too much of this stuff, too.
Radiation protection.
Alright. Oh well. That ruined that. Let's go find somebody. Did we get the thruster? Did we actually get the thruster? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Nice.
Radiation damage detected.
Yeah, I know.
Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling.
Since there's nobody around to stop me from gathering this, I will gather it. MJ's in the house. Good to have you here. Thanks. Thanks for joining us, dear. Okay, we got a good amount of ferrite dust. All right. Let's get up to the top of a hill and look for a ship. Run into some bugs on the way. Man, there's got a lot of those crab-like creatures everywhere. I almost think I hear something. Thanks, Dragon Man. Appreciate you being here too, man. Thanks for the sentiments. I appreciate that.
Radiation protection falling.
I don't know if she would have liked Windrose, though. It's a lot of fighting in that game to get any advancement in it.
Full power low.
Yeah, I know, dear. No ships. Darn it. Food? Strawberries right in front of me. Let's do that.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
There we go. That's feeling a little better. Well, crud. Get some flatter ground, maybe that'll help, but I'm not seeing anything out here. I mean, I think we saw some ships earlier, right? Yeah, growl, growl, growl. Of course, no one's going to fly over now, right? Unreal. I really wish we could, too. They're using the repeller guns to throw sentinels all the way into space. That would be fun. I've gotten them to go pretty far. No, too far out. And no one's going to land this far out. I should have heard them sooner. I'm going to make just a couple extra batteries. Okay, got to step a little further in. It didn't like the fact that I was right on the edge of that. Okay. Silver, I don't want silver. That's what happened, I think, last time, too. Follow them to a docking station. I would love to, but I'm not allowed in the docking station, unfortunately. Fugitive challenge. Okay, there we go. All right, 8 batteries. Let's go. That's marrow bulb. It looked like it was blue, I swear.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, see, we got a sentinel in the great distance here, so that's the next building that we've got again. Which we're not really interested in finding the buildings, but
Life support power.
a lot of times, do we have anything to do life support with? No, we don't. A lot of times we like to be able to know that we can see a building because the crashed ships sometimes show up as buildings. I need to find... Are there any plants on this planet? I just realized that I can't seem to find any carbon. That'll work, I guess. That'll get my life support where it needs to be. Yeah, dihydrogen. I was going to go ahead and do that. Not real hard. And you can adjust the difficulty, guys, too. Don't forget that. So, here, just do this.
Technology recharge.
Okay, we're all set. Bet you there's probably a plant in a cave that I missed. None of these are plants that I can get. These are the plants. And they give us a very little amount of carbon. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge.
Most of our games are like that, require patience and planning. Yeah, it does, and I've been just having fun with it. I mean, the building aspects, like I said, are really cool, and I'm getting more and more items for that. And I've got my ship upgraded up to level 5 as well, and everything on the ship is upgraded to level 5, so it's making all the fighting a lot easier on the ocean. Alright, I've got a defense cannon. That's going to be worth some money. Some streamline trim and... ×2. Okay, that's fine. So we got a lot of stuff in here. We're pretty full at the moment. Okay. So I'm not going to pick up anything more. I'm going to look for someone to flag down, which should be coming from behind me. get up to a higher level. Oof. Funny, we've been in the 80s all week, you know, upper 70s, 80s all week. Tonight's supposed to go down into the 40s, so got a cool breeze blowing into the house today. And I'm like, whoa, okay, maybe I shouldn't have wore shorts. I'm going to be shivering by the end of the stream. Ah, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Radiation protection falling.
No? Came from a weird direction, too. I wouldn't expect them to come from that direction. Expected them to come from behind. They came from behind. It is definitely a fun game. I've pretty much been playing it nearly every single night. I think I've got about 50 hours into it and just having an absolute blast. I played way back when, not 20 years ago, I played a lot of Sid Meier's Pirates. And for the game that it was at the time that it was a pretty good game. And I never could find a game that was equivalent to it, that really could entertain me like it did. So, this is that game.
Radiation protection falling.
He didn't land, I think, because he wasn't quite right over the top of me, if you will. So, he was way off to one side, and I kind of had that hope that he would find us, but I'm hoping that with being on a hill, we'll find somebody here. Like up here, we can find somebody. It's a good view. Just about every direction. It's actually not a bad terrain, except for all the crap that they've got on the terrain. It's really getting in the way. Tripping over rocks everywhere is getting to be annoying. So let's see if we can just get someone to land. Because we've got enough money to buy just about anything, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, when I look at the damaged machinery, by the way, through the scanner, it's still not showing.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, 2 game CDs for that. Yeah, that's right. Thought there was only like 5 to 10% chance that they would land. Yeah, but that's the thing. In a fugitive run, I can't really go to a space station, what do you call it, a landing platform or a trading outpost or anything like that. I've got to find one that will land or find a crashed ship. And at this point, kind of screwed because we can't see any buildings because of the problems with it. I was hoping to find at least a grave here. If we could find one, we'll call it done, but we would still need to get a sentinel ship.
Recharge.
And they're so infrequent with the ships coming through.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, let's keep going this way. Okay. I understand the rules, just thought you found a loophole. No, sorry, no loopholes. I've had to do some loopholes at times. But I've gone back and forth with Beebs on it and wanted to make sure he knew that there were problems here and there. So he fixed a lot of the issues that were going on and added some rules, took away some rules, things like that, but clarified a lot of crap. Come on, man. No ships. What's the word of the day? Looks like it's Gek. Okay, we have a word.
Radiation protection falling. Life support power low.
Just hit me from everywhere, aren't you?
Inventory full.
Oh, come on. $37 dihydrogen. We need 3 more.
Radiation protection falling.
There. And in order to make a life support shell, I need more carbon, and there's no plants. Alright, we'll use the oxygen.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
But my fugitive runs as this. I can only buy a ship as it has cost over 30 million. You crazy person, you. I give you credit for that, man, but my gosh, that's kind of crazy. Okay, we've got some salvage containers over here, so I'm going to get kind of close to them, just in case. Excuse you, sir. And then while we're here, we're going to start looking for plants that I can take out. Because these guys are just too stinking small. There's got to be... another plant. Sorry. Halfway through a thought and I changed direction, right? Because I forget I'm talking. A little bit of the ADHD coming out there. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's got to be another plant here someplace.
Radiation protection.
And I think it's probably in a cave. That's my guess. So, we do have caves. I don't see any at the moment, but... condensed carbon? Yeah, I could do that and then reconvert it into regular carbon, I guess. Pain in the neck. Didn't want to have to take up another space with a refiner. I don't really have to take it with me, but I find that it to be a waste of materials.
Technology recharge.
No ships. Gonna listen to this time.
Protection falling.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'll have to carve down and look for, like that. Wait. Thought I heard something. So little solid cubes that are carbon, right? Little plants. Little teeny tiny plants, little purple plants. Where are they? These guys? No, these are ferrite. So these guys right here, they're the carbon.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, now I'm in a valley. Sentinels are just getting annoying, man. They're just popping up everywhere here. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, that's a good point, Uncle. Yeah, why do Sentinels attack you for using your mining laser for 1 carbon, but don't mind you digging a hole to China with your terrain manipulator? Indeed, I know. Waiting for a ship. If I can just get one ship to land near me, we'd hit. There they are. But too high up. Even if I waved at them, they wouldn't have landed. Alright, let's head in that direction anyway. Grab another one. That was a good one. Alright. We get enough carbon? Probably not. Let me check. Nope, we did. Alright, we're good. Thanks, Rome God. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Have fun. I have to go. I have a meeting to attend in an hour. Take care, all. Boy, I know those feelings. I watch some of the guys where they're playing during the day, and I usually have meetings to go to in and out. I usually keep the streams open to keep them supported, especially on the Twitch side. But, yeah, I hear you, man. I hope your meeting goes well quickly and you don't fall asleep. Or if you do, they don't detect that you're falling asleep. That is if it's a business meeting. If it's a church meeting, that's another story. See, if I could just get somebody to land here, this would be a great place to do so. I remember doing that one stranded challenge. It literally took me 4 minutes because I found all this stuff, the salvage containers all over the place, and I had a landing platform right next to me. It was like, boom, done. I don't think it was stranded. It was just a regular no starter ship challenge, just to get back into the groove. Yeah, this is a good place to hang out. We got a good view of everything around us. So, there we go. There we go. I like this. We'll stay here. One thumb, take care. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Oh, for crying out loud, you again? Okay. So I've got my hand wave ready. Great. And I have a plane flying over outside, a jet. Love it. And we're like 6 miles from the airport, so. I don't get it. I really don't understand why we can't get... There are some planets you run around on and they're just all over the place. They won't stop passing over you. There, broken ankle. How about now? Fortunately, it doesn't take much to fix it. There we go. All done. Problem solved. Don't worry about it. Up, up, up. There they are. Right there. Okay. No. Still didn't work. Worth a shot. Even shot my laser. I think they're just a little bit too high. Up. We're in a new region. It's Let's get up to the top of the hill and we'll take a look around. What we should do is just take a look and...
Radiation damage detected.
It's on me.
Technology recharge.
What we do have is... the ability to check to see if there's a whole bunch of stuff nearby. Like, all this stuff right here could be it. And we're in another area. Alright, let's do a... we need to do a pull back and look. Let's take a look. Emergency flare? Yeah. Trade rocket? If I could build a trade rocket, I would. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Alright, we are at the top of the top. Now that could be something right there. That looks like it might be a little campground, maybe. But I don't see anything else anywhere nearby, and that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I wasn't trying to take a picture. Sorry. I'm not sure if that's something over there or not. I don't think it is. I think that's just the beginnings of a cave. There could be something above the rise up there. At the topmost hill. So we'll head this way and see what we got. Man, if I had an emergency flare, that would be freaking awesome. There has got to be a way you can flag people down. So that's another thing we could add. If there's a little bit of quality of life, I think, yeah, that would be a cool thing to have. Okay. Yep, so you've got a shelter right there. No, that's what we were picking up on.
Radiation protection falling.
Keep thinking I'm hearing something, and now I'm not sure. No? Alright. So let's head towards the shelter. And a lot of ships will stop by buildings, so if we want to hang out here for a minute, we can.
Life support power low.
Let me guess, 8,000 steps? Yeah, there we go.
Radiation protection falling.
Let's hang out here for a minute. Yeah, I could scan, but that's all I can do. Not allowed into any buildings.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't stand on top of them, though. Thank heavens there ain't any storms. That'd be terrible. Yeah, there was a salvage container. There was actually, I think, 2 or 3 salvage containers on the way to the platform there, Space Weasel. That was amazing.
Radiation protection.
4-minute challenge. And that ties Jason at this point. So I'm happy with that. He's still in first place, but I'm right behind him, so to speak. I'm glad about that. There is a cave there. Go caving. Any characters? No. No little animals? No? Yeah, maybe I will. Because if they're going to land, they're going to land. And that way we don't have to use anything, and we do need food.
Radiation protection.
There's our animal. Good deal. So that should do it. 1500 nanite bonus. Let's grab some sodium and stuff. We should go a little further into the cave and look to see if we have any, Oh, yeah. See if we have any, carbon in there anywhere. There we go.
Technology recharge.
Looks like only stalactites at this point. Yeah, I don't see anything carbon-based in here, except the animals.
Toxins detected.
Oh, it must have been above my head. Okay. Yeah. I'll grab it. Yes. Lucky you didn't break your leg. Yeah. Hopefully it's healing well, isn't it, April? The thing about a break is that they usually heal faster than, say, a sprain or something like that. Don't know how true any of that is, but none of that is carbon. All right. Oh, great. Which did I come down? This one. There we go.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Now that little chime I got indicates that we have another building nearby. Actually, that's pretty good. It's mine a break. I'm going to splint for 3 to 4, but typing is a challenge. Oh, of course. Of course. Could be worse. Could be both arms. Oh, I'm sorry. Play big or die. Well, yeah, it's another fugitive challenge. We thought we'd just do something No Man's Sky-ish today, but we're having trouble because we can't see buildings. So they fixed one thing with the scanner, and then they broke something else by doing that to us, so I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I did. I went back up the hill I started at. I need to go to the other side. Well. Yeah, let's go to the other side.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Pleasure to have you over there, by the way, Uncle, and Play Big or Die. Appreciate you being here, too. Way up there. All right. Man, there's a lot of salvage up here, man. That's great.
Radiation protection. Falling. Technology recharge.
Probably should have made some more batteries. As you can see, I'm not as invested
Protection. Falling.
this time around. Hey, look. Toxic protection. Wouldn't it be interesting if those radiation clouds, they hit a sentinel, turned it into a corrupted sentinel? No, huh? Well, that sucked. Watching the polar bears on YouTube, that's great. That's fantastic.
Radiation protection falling.
There we go. Maybe one of these will have something in it I can use. I thought there was another one right here. Guess not.
Inventory full.
Really? Oh, yeah, I see. Guess we'll get rid of the microprocessor.
Protection falling. Technology recharge.
There we go. Nanites.
Radiation protection falling.
I'm gonna keep hitting all these damaged machineries until I find something here. Bears are the only thing that we didn't see. We even saw whales because they came up a bit early. Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope that you had a great time. Otherwise, you know, breaking your wrist is a pain in the neck. Well, pain in the wrist. Let's be clear. Ah! Just to tick him off. And then I leave. Thief! You stole carbon! Get back! Whee! One of the fun cruises. We did one of the smaller ones with a max of 76 passengers. Oh, one of those. Okay, we are in a new area.
Radiation protection falling. Life support power low.
Yeah, I know. Working on it. Stupid storm going past again.
Radiation
Yeah.
protection falling.
That's all great and dandy. Too bad I can't do anything with that.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Oh, we got helicopters flying over. Can't recommend them enough. That's fantastic. $31. There we go. Let's get rid of that. I need... How are we doing on oxygen?
Technology.
Alright, we'll just use that. That's fine. Get closer to the building and hope that we can get somebody to land. I know that's a minor settlement, and I'd love nothing more than to hit it up. Yep. Straight at me. I'm waving. Yeah, nobody came down. Another mining beam module, yay. Another thing I don't need. Good. 2 life support modules, nice. 10,000 steps.
Radiation protection.
Yeah.
Falling.
Alright, let's hang out here for a minute. What do you call a rabbit who has his hands raised all the time? A hare with a permanent wave. Bet, good to see you, bud. And no, I appreciate the lurk, dude. Go ahead and lurk away. Yeah, you want to buy them? Want to buy something, man? Got some stuff. Got some stuff you can buy. Check this out. I got launch thrusters in my jacket. You want some?
Radiation protection. Falling. Technology recharge.
Wow.
Radiation protection.
Did that scan and there's like nothing around here. This is a stinky planet, man. Broken machinery, I'll check it out. I feel personally attacked. Hey, Wascally Wabbit, good to see you, my friend. How you doing today? Well, I got a whole bunch of people came in. We didn't get a raid or something that I missed, did we? Streamlabs not telling me about raids? Jason and the gang finally give up on the pirates? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Wasn't a hair-raising experience. Oh, see, now that was good. All right, all right. It was a Jason raid. All right, I missed it. I'm sorry. It must have came up on the screen and I was just focused on something again. Hey, Grimy, good to see you. Wild Turkey, good to see you. Who else am I missing? There was a whole bunch of people that popped in here. Appreciate you being here. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you all.
Radiation protection. Falling.
No, can't go inside. Can't go inside, yeah.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, fugitive run, can't go inside. I'm actually hanging out near the building because I'm trying to get somebody to land because this planet is replete with salvageable containers. So I've got a inventory full of stuff I can sell, and once I'm done, I could probably buy the stinking ship from them. So, yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I mean, one's not going to land at this platform, but, you know, I could get a trader to land. The problem is they're really not coming in great multitudes, if you will. So Jason's probably still playing Windrose right now. I can't stop. The boy will play for like 14 hours straight. Never get up to go to the bathroom. Come on, man. Hate being ignored. He was kind of high, though, so. In the air. High in the air. Be clear. So, it's good to have you all here. Thank you very much for swinging by. Not a lot going on right now. There was, this stream is being dedicated to the memories of Myrany, and She had joined this channel as a subscriber back in June, about 3 years ago, and has always been a regular here on this channel, on Jason's channel, on even Delta's channel, probably Beeblebum as well. As I don't know about Bob, but Beeblebum as well. Zane, I'm pretty sure she jumped over there on occasion. And she passed away last week, so wanted to at least do a little something, you know, to remember her by. So if you want to check out the first 8 minutes of the stream, go ahead and rewind, check it out. I warn you in advance, bring some tissues, and I do fall apart a little bit, so. Wish I could scan the animals and tell you what kind of animals we got here, but they won't let me do that. I don't have it. I'd have to feed the animals, and I don't think I can even make... Yeah, you can't make any creature food. No food pellets for me. Thanks, Grimy. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thanks, Wascally Rabbit. No, it's good, it's good. Yeah, I used to love watching you two argue back and forth with each other. It was hilarious. And if I wasn't watching it and thinking it was hilarious, everybody else did. Dog's out again. I call them Dumb and Dumber. I don't know which one that is. I think it's the dumber one. Now, whichever way you're facing, they're always going to come from behind.
Radiation protection.
Going through batteries like crazy. I'd love to just hang out in a cave, but I don't think we're close enough to the building. But "7 days to die." She built the base. She built the base. I was the one looting buildings. She tells me, "Be careful. I know you love to get into trouble." Yep. You do. You have that way about you, my friend. They have to go watch that now instead of later. She was always the sweetest person in chat. Yes, she was. So Exilus will tell you stories. I know I just used 2, but it's because I'm making more batteries.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Thought I heard something. Sis, do you have a splint? Okay, so we got our hotkey set up. Choking noises. We're doubling over in laughter. I think something just passed over. Ah, ha, ha. And it's a hauler. Well, at least we can sell everything. But this worked. I didn't even have to wave. Now, hopefully he gets out. Yes, he does. I don't even want to know how much this thing costs, but we'll see. Alright, good deal. Trade. Sell. 1.2 million. 300,000. 300,000. 1 million. 350. 1.4. 2 million. 2.4 million. 2 million again. We're up to 11 million already. Let's get rid of this thing. Gosh, we're not even done. There we go. 12.8 million. I don't even want to know what it's going to cost, but we'll check it out anyway. The B class. 27 million. 27 million. Well, okay, so we can't buy his ship, but we have enough to buy any other ship that they probably have in this stinking game. except him. All right. Inventory is empty now. We can do some stuff here. There we go. Oof. All right, we got plenty of money now. Now we just need to get a ship. So maybe what we'll do is we can just continue to hang out here and hope that another ship lands. That'll be pretty good. Journey milestone. Oh, money. Money maker. Should go through all of them.
Radiation protection.
And there it is.
Technology recharge.
All right. And he took off and he's gone, right? That was him? Good. Can you build a save point so you don't lose this location? Actually, no, I don't need to. Oh, I see what you mean. No, not really. I can do that. And that's a save point for me, but Class B shuttle will be nice. Yep. And it's just temporary until we get a Sentinel ship, so... And I'm not worried about even going to a pirate system at this point. It's not necessary. So, subsidence. Thank you. We go to a hide to hunt mountain lions. One finally appears and attacks, but as per my own gameplay style, which is usually there is no such thing as too much firepower, to be continued. Yeah, I could have bought an X-Class upgrade from Space Weasel. That would have been the smart thing to do, but I was so focused on money, I forgot to buy an upgrade from him. Duh. Sorry. That was a dumb moment for me there. I reached for an arrow, not realizing I had loaded, you guessed it, an arrow tipped with a grenade. Now I can go to the cave and stock up. Yeah, that's true. I can get some more. I just need another ship to land. Something other than a freaking hauler. We're going to need a little bit more ferrite dust. Okay. And there you guys are. At point-blank range. You didn't have to worry about skinning the lion and getting meat from it. Not only did you skin it already, but you already got it broken up into smaller pieces and cooked. Well done. And probably well done. It's a Gex system, so more likely to be another hauler. I know. Or shuttles. They do have a lot of shuttles usually in those systems. Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm gonna chip you this time. Take that. Ha ha. Okay, that should do. We could use another life support gel. Ah, there's some right there. There we go. That looks good.
Radiation protection falling.
Did I already grab this one? Yes, I did. Alright. Is there any more over here? There, that should do it. Good. Alright, now we can make 2 more. Hello. Whee! Alright, we're just gonna keep our eyes peeled and see if someone else will land. Let's see. 1, 2. What am I missing? Carbon. I need carbon. Crapola.
Radiation protection falling.
Bunch of carbon. Where be the carbon? Did anybody land? 2 ships flew over, no landers. Okay. Alright.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah. Guess I'll do it again.
Technology recharge.
Otherwise, it'll use 2. Yep, that sure enough was hazardous flora, alright. There we go. How we doing on it? 65? Might be enough. Yeah, we're good. Good. Alright. I think we're in a good spot now.
Falling.
Yeah, I know. The current S-Class multi-tool can mine a cobalt stalagmite in about 2 seconds. I know. Yeah, especially if you've got the anything with one of those special lasers in them, like the Sentinel multi-tools or something like that. Or the Atlantid multi-tools too. They'll do the same thing. And then later on, this is Exilus again. Then later on, she is clearing rubbish and empty containers. What does she do? Deletes the container that held 300 shotgun shells and 500 303 rounds. Almost as bad as Jason deleting his first main save. Almost as bad as that incident. Wow, Jason was so ticked about that. He didn't show it on camera, but he showed it. He told me later on how pissed off he was about that. He lost all kinds of stuff.
Radiation protection falling.
I'm gonna have to pay a little more attention.
Technology recharge.
Alright, let's see if we can get somebody else to land. Something with something less of a hauler state. Remind you to mention that to him? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here's something. No, might just be part of the music. Bet I can't duck into a building. This would be a great place to get into a nice sentinel fight. Come on, man. Give me a ship. Something other than a hauler, because I hate to have to go gather up more scrap and sell it. Though, we got some right there. Got some right there, about the same distance. Some right there. We are surrounded by scrap right now. I guess we can do that. We can just go ahead and pick up more scrap. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We can always come back here. Where are we going? West and a little north. So we want to head east and a little south to get back. I could probably put down a save point, but I don't think I have the access to that recipe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do not. I do not. I remembered this time. No!
Radiation protection falling.
And it looked like one hauler and 2 shuttles, too. Oh well. Feel like coming, me wanna go home. Indeed. Today's challenge is brought to you by the number 3. No, today's challenge is Fugitive. It's just a standard Fugitive challenge, and I've decided just to make it as simple as possible for the stream. Just getting 1 glyph if we can find one. What have I heard happened to Jason today? Was that Jason or Delta? What, Wild Turkey? What happened? I'm off for a while, Lon. Take care always. My friend, thank you. I appreciate you. Again, throw some stories in the old... maybe what we'll do is I'll set up a channel on my channel in Discord. I'll set up a little excerpt in there for Myrany stories. That would be kind of nice. And save up some when you get a chance. But thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you. There it is. Gave 100 memberships. Yeah, I know about that, Wild Turkey. I was talking about it earlier. I was actually in the stream, his stream this afternoon, talking about it. Very generous of you, my friend. I'm not monetized anymore, so can't do it to me. Haha. Save your money. Spend it on those who make a living at doing this kind of stuff. I just do it for the fun. There we go. Okay, we're back. So what did we pick up? About 450,000 worth of stuff. No big deal. Funny how they showed up just at that moment, huh? Which one's closer? That one. Let's go to that one next. And we're heading due east, so we'll have to head due west to get back. And then southwest to get back when we go to the other place. That was a beautiful opening. Morani will forever be a part of my No Man's Sky experience, like so many of the people in her group. I'll never forget her. 100%. 100%. I agree with you. Miss her terribly. Stop it. You got me going again. See you later, Starduster. Take care. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate you, dear. Whoops. Just made a hole for myself, huh?
Radiation protection falling.
Maybe a treasure? Yep. 800,000. We got another thruster out of it, so that's another million right there. So we want to head west to head back. There should be one right there. No? Nobody? Okay.
Radiation protection falling.
Caught it early that time.
Radiation protection falling.
See what I mean about the terrain? For the most part, the terrain itself, the hills and the valleys, those are pretty good. But the immediate terrain, the smaller portions, very annoying. Right, I think I hear something. And it's a hauler anyway, so. And 27 million. That's probably the guy that landed last time. And I'm not going to have 27 million for him. Still shipless, I see. Yes, yes. I really want a ship. It's written all over my face, so I guess I'm ship-faced. Sorry. That was a bad one. What's that dude doing down there? You alright, man? Good luck. Whatever you're doing, good luck.
Radiation protection.
I'm gonna get out of that hole. Alright, so we want to head southwest that way. Direction that those guys are coming from. I know, that was a sad one, Grimy. I apologize. But is it really? I think it's right over there. Hey, look at all the carbon. It's always kind of creepy when they pass overhead like that.
Radiation protection. Falling. Technology recharging.
Sorry, buddy. Just picking plants, okay? Yeesh.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Leave me alone. No. Oh, crap, it's over there. Okay, there. Break dancing in the hole. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Has Saturday's activities been decided yet? We are having a problem with nomanssky. So we may end up having to do something a little different. Maybe the galaxy hopping isn't going to be such a bad thing to do. Though we wanted, it looks like the votes are more in favor of doing a permadeath run of some sort of challenge, you know, one of the Beeble Bump challenges. I was thinking about doing maybe Bounty Hunter or something like that, but we can't see buildings in the scanner anymore. You go in here and the buildings are not showing up. See, there's nothing there unless I'm looking straight at it. Shelters aren't showing up. Buildings aren't showing up. So to do any kind of challenge, in some of the challenges, you have to be able to find access to buildings. They're not out there.
Technology recharging.
So we're trying to decide whether that's going to be the case, or maybe I'll just do a variety show and we'll just do a whole bunch of different games. Not sure yet. As I get closer, I'll come to a decision. Maybe they'll have another fix this week, and I can double check it and see how it works. But that's where we are right now. So we will see. And it's going to be about a 10-hour stream. We're going to start about 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Is where we'll start, and we'll end around 7 p.m. I'll make sure I bring a snack. April, have a great evening. Thanks for being here. You said goodnight, Countess. So is that MJ leaving, or...
Radiation protection.
Yes, I'm sorry. Got some things to do tonight. I need to pack up for my flight in the morning. Headed up to New York for a seminar. Oof. Enjoy. I hope it goes well. Be safe.
Technology recharging.
Don't break an ankle or anything, please. And we will see you when we see you.
Protection. Falling.
I like how it says iteration MJ. That's great. Thanks for the warning, MJ, about the base on Dune 2. I got it all stocked up. I don't know if you read what I put in there, but I went ahead, stocked up on fuel cells. I went ahead, shut down some of the main things I've got in there, so it's using as little power as possible. So in turn, I could shut down more of my reactors, all the generators, I should say. So I've only got like about half a dozen generators running. The other half are full, and all they have to do is be reactivated. So that's pretty good. Variety show, EP dancing and singing. Can't wait to see the ratings for that one. That's called a permanent ban, I think. I think that's all that is, man. Planet Crafter. I don't have Planet Crafter and I have no plans to get it. I have to be really when I look at a game, I got to look at it and go, yeah, I really like this before I'll grab it. Icarus was the first game I bought just recently that I said to myself, maybe not.
Falling.
That's weird. They are so far off from where I'm standing. That's very strange. Unless they passed over and then turned. That's probably what happened. I missed them. So, yeah, and it's just one of those games. And believe it or not, I have yet to open up Icarus and start playing it. Because I think the mechanics of it are a little bit clunkier to me. And then when I saw Windrose, and I didn't see the demo, and I knew it was renamed something differently back then. I didn't see the demo being played, and I really was like, you know, whatever, pirate game. Then I watched a couple people get into it in early access, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely a game. And I turned to the wife and said, I'm buying that right now. So really, really cool. Wait, there's going to be dancing, singing? Oh, it was my pleasure to help. I'm so glad everyone rallied so quickly. Yeah, I appreciate that. There's only so much you can do, and you know what? I went around the building to go try to repair it, and there was nothing to repair. Everything was fully charged. I mean, all the panels were at like 98%, so when I went to repair it, it's like, nope, it's not worn out enough for you to repair. So I'm like, all right, that was cool. But I wandered around in my, I recharged everything, and I had like about 14 days worth of charge, and then I grabbed the old quad and wandered around and started mining the crap out of all the fuel cells I could find in the area. Couldn't find many. I found about 5 of them and started wandering around a little bit, and I said, screw it, I'll just go back where I came from. And they had respawned. So I grabbed them again second time around. I don't know, I got about 10,000 fuel cells now, and it's like, yeah, I got plenty now. Okay, which way are you going? That way. So I'll go this way. All right. So yeah, if you go back to MJ, what? Are you kidding me? There was nothing here. Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean. If you go back to our community planet that we had, the one with the 3 paradise planets, in that's one system, I have renamed the system. It's now renamed Myrany's Legacy. So feel free to check out your base over there and see how things are going over there. I think I saw your base on the planet. So basis for you, Fed, Parser sounded like the alert within a day, I'm certain. Cool, appreciate that, really. So many different games. I'm even half thinking, since I'm not playing for a little while, and I hate to give up the spot that I'm in because it's a really good spot, I'm half thinking about packing up the base, and just to play it safe. I keep doing that. Let's use 2 of them because I'm dumb. We'll see how that goes. I dropped a death still. I didn't realize how much power it used. Turbine shut down. My power was overloaded. Lost my thopter to the storm. Oh, man. Yeah, I have 2 death stills in there. I went ahead and I didn't realize they were both still on. So I went ahead and shut them both down. And, you know, turned them off. Went into the management system. And I put a lot of stuff in the building under guild control, too. I dropped it from 3 to 2. So everybody can access. So any of the generators that are off right now, if you find that I'm, you know, out of power or something like that, you can go ahead and flip them on one by one. Another 6 of them ought to get you where you need to do. I got about 20 or 25 of them in there. So the one on the roof has plenty of fuel cells. I've even got some leftover sitting in a container. So sweet tribute. I think I'll rename something for her too. Yeah, just be nice. I mean, it's not like we did for Zhao. You know, Zhao had his own planet, and everybody did a nice, I don't know, there was something like 68 different bases put on the planet in tribute to Zhao. And Zhao was just a great person all around. As far as everybody told me, I didn't know the guy personally, and I didn't like follow his channel very closely like others did. So hold on, come on guys, come on. No, not gonna get one. That Explorer would have been great. That would have been a great ship. Alright, maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and move on at this point. That's interesting. Thank you. Yeah, there's a nice salvage container in the distance. Let's just head in that direction. We'll head north again. And let's get away from this spot. Maybe if we find another building, we'll do that. Not much hope in that, but we'll go ahead and grab something else. Hey, I remembered today. I had named a ship that. I named a ship Myrany's Legacy at one point, but I think naming a system is great and it'll stay there for pretty much all time, unless they have some huge update or something like that. But I found that I couldn't do it on one of my other saves, and I remembered that it was my secondary main save that I first discovered the system. So I jumped in there real quick and I was able to rename everything. Great community. It was a ship joke. There we go. Took the hard way up, but didn't really care. We have enough money to buy a ship, just not one of those stupid haulers. If they had like a C-class hauler that had landed, it probably would have worked out better. Excuse me. Didn't mean to trip over. Hey, Tigger has a base in Dune too. Be careful, one wrong beam and they will come for you like the feds. No, there's a couple other jokes in there, and I'm going over them in my head and saying, no, I shouldn't say that either. A lot of tension right now, man. Oh, for crying out loud. Should be able to step right over the top. There's a thing. There's the thing in Windrose, by the way. You don't have to worry about that unless it's a really, really big object. You can pretty much step over the top of just about anything. So there's like little rocks and stuff like that. Yeah, not a problem. Magfield landing strips. That's great. I love those things. We may have to create a Corvette. Alright, good deal. Got enough money. I figure we got a few more million. Probably have as close to 20 million as we're going to get. North. Anything this direction? Love to find me a glyph. It's a rock. Okay. But I don't know if we're going to. And if worse comes to worse, you know, we get towards... I got about another 45 minutes of playing here. We get towards that end time. We can always pick this up again next week. I don't think we're going to have any updates from No Man's Sky for a few weeks yet. Now, what do you know? We got another something nearby. We got to check it out. But first, I'm ambulatory, apparently. Okay, pull it back. Take a look. I'm going to try to stay in the same direction my character's looking. There you go. Isn't that the same place I just came from? Did I really... Oh, that can't be right. That place was back there, so that's no way. That's got to be a different place. That's weird. Hard way, a lot of crash ships. Yeah, I hear you. Gotta decide to pack your base up in Doom. Please let me know, and I'll see about plunking down a base to keep the spot warm for you if you return. Oh, that's a good idea. Didn't think about that. You don't have to pay taxes on them anymore. Let's put a placeholder down. So look at that. This thing is right next to it. Yeah, this is a different minor settlement. Go figure. Oh, come on! Anybody landing? No? Man... Maybe I've got the volume turned up wrong in some way and I'm not hearing the environment, I guess. It's a great idea. Big square granite thingy. I just got to Ambassador landing base. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright. All right, let's hang out here for a little bit. Just once, I would like to I'd like it to give me a an upgrade. That's useful, that is. Turning the light off and on, couldn't help it. All right, so we got plenty of stuff in here. Got enough ferrite dust. That's good. Got carbon. All right. Look at this. Got thrusters. That's nice. We got some very valuable materials in here. And a nice flat area. Let's get a few more batteries, I guess. Let's park a ship in here. Yeah.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection stabilizing.
Since the ships take a while to get here. It'd be great if we could just get a ship. And then we can build a Corvette later on. We can purchase the parts to do so for that. I don't like the Ambassador rear habs, but that's okay. Are they landing? Rear hatch? I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. There we go. 13. Kind of stick over here. See what we can find.
Falling.
I'm going to sacrifice my little pillar cube, but if you're willing, that would be just as good. Flop something less since I only want base. Nice. You guys have some good stuff floating around over there. That's really good. I might just do that. I might pack up the base for a rainy day. I don't have to put it down right there. It's such... You know my base is really small and compact in Dune. So I don't have to worry about it taking up a lot of room. I did that purposely. Back during the taxes, when they were doing all the taxes, I didn't want to make a huge grandiose base. Because, you know, you got to pay more then. But this is just... I've always done that in every game, and we're going to do that in probably Windrose too. When I create a really nice base, it's probably going to be fairly compact and not as spread out as it could be. She still has her base there, yeah. I saw it last time I was there.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay, need a ship. Come on, trader. Drop down. I don't think I'll have 27 million, but... definitely have over 20. Ah, here they are.
Radiation protection falling.
Come on, guys. Jeez. I was really hoping to get one to land. Don't build Beeble mansions? Yeah. I tell you what, I mean, those guys have been going nuts in a lot of these games. Yeah, I'll have to use both. They just build these huge, sprawling... I mean, Zane is doing the same thing. He builds this huge monstrosity. It's like, what do you really need? Do you really need someplace that huge? I mean, granted, if you've got one of the carriers in Dune, you know, that and the sand crawler, yeah, you kind of need room for all that. I do get it, but his base is like sprawling. Everything's ironed out. Same thing with Beeblebum. It's all like, you know, special doors and everything opens up for you when you. It's like, come on, man. But that's me. That's me. I'm not a builder, I guess, in that sense. If I was a builder, it would be something very methodical and thought out. I'd have to draw something out. Like in Minecraft, I took just plain redstone. I didn't have any mods or anything like that, and I built an actual functioning lighthouse that would only turn on at night. It would turn off during the day, but it had a rotating light that was at the top of the lighthouse. All done with redstone switches and redstone and everything like that. Loved it. But I planned the crap out of that. I actually got onto a flat creative server game, if you will, in creative mode, and worked on it until I could figure it out. So things like that. That I do like. But when I'm playing a game that's a survival game, I'm like, other than Minecraft, I like to be very careful about what I build. So, just me. Zane has a beautiful base in Windrose. Yeah, and that's the thing. He does a really pretty base. Yes. Big granite square. I think Beebs was going to work on his today. I think he was working on it today. I jumped on his stream for a little while and then just bounced around between the different streams so I could get everybody a little bit of love, if you will. I like to do that, so.
Radiation protection falling.
Radiation protection is falling, Paul. Radiation protection falling. Get that in there. Half hour. Gotta find somebody to land here. That tower looks like a great place to stand.
Radiation protection falling.
Perfect. Or as Jason Statham says, perfect. Yep. Standing around and waiting.
You can't be serious. I am serious.
Hey, Jezza, thank you very much for subscribing over on the YouTube side. Don Jezza, I apologize. Thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. 07 to you. And I heard that someone's leaving. Who's left and leaving today? Rome. Rome is on his way out. See you Saturday, Elan. Meeting starts in 13 minutes. Take care. Hope the meeting goes well, my friend. Take care. And we will see you Saturday. Absolutely. For 10 hours, we're going to be streaming. Like I said, I'll bring snacks. If I could shove them into the microphone, I would. But I can't do that, so.
Radiation protection falling.
In case you didn't know, my radiation protection is falling. We got the waving? Okay. He's floating above it. There we go. There we go. Oh, and day has sprung again. Day 42. Still without a ship. Standing on top of a ball in the middle of nothing, and I can't seem to get anything I want. Nobody will land.
Radiation protection falling.
Jezza is okay? Thank you, appreciate that. Day P. Yo. I hear something. And you know what? I think they're both haulers. Jerks.
Radiation protection
Yeah. I'm gonna have to use up 2 again.
recharge.
Alright. Well, let's get some more batteries and then go for a walk.
Radiation protection.
Let's go in this cave. I haven't been in this one yet. Folks over on Twitch, thank you very much for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Oh, that was actually kind of pretty for just a minute.
Stabilizing.
Just a moment. There had this glow to it that was really cool. I don't need silver.
Inventory full.
Now it's not full. It's still silver. Crap. Didn't get any, did I? Good. All right. The radiation protection is full. Jerk. Korvax's system would have more explorers, true. And we're learning that, you know, Gex systems have a lot of haulers, of course, but they usually use shuttles more often. So, for some reason, they reminded me of Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau. Day 17, and the brave and bold men of Calypso pit themselves against the sea. I don't know if I did a good French accent there, and I apologize to any French-speaking people out in the community, because that can be insulting. Hang on a second here. There we go. Yeah. Alright, which way's north? That way. And I'm just going to start walking and hope that I can get someone to land near me, and we'll hope for the best. Maybe we'll find another place that someone can land next to. It was excellent. Well, I thank you very much. Maybe it comes from years of speaking to people with many, many, many different accents. 35 years of, well, 30 plus years of tech support. And dealing with people all over the world. Ooh. Shuttles because the Gex are cheap. Yeah, that's true. How convenient. Needed to make another one of those, but I'll take some grobberries. Okay. We do need some more dihydrogen. I'm going to have to get some. Okay. North, that way. Oh, those are plants. Duh. And not the kind I can shoot either. How we doing? Good on carbon. Still in tech support? Yeah, I'm a manager of a tech support department now. They call it a global tech support manager, but I don't understand that because I've only got 2 techs. Is that a ship or a bird? That was a bird. Okay. I'm trying to get more tech support people because it's not a sustaining department. You can't sustain a good tech support department with only 2 people. All you need is for one person to be on vacation and another person to call in sick, and you're shut down for the day. And that's it. And then they turn to untrained me, because I've only been at the job for about 9 months, and there's no training process. Untrained me, and you say, hey, can you get on the phones? Yeah, I can take some messages. Literally training myself right now. Not very pleased about it either. I finally gave up that anybody in upper management was going to provide any training, and I'm just doing my own thing now. Okay. I'm going to get enough to get one more. Wait to hear that lovely chime indicating we're near another building. I'm not going to get it, even though I think I see. Yep, we got it. And I see another building, so. Where is the dihydrogen? There we go.
Life support power low.
There it is.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling.
39, one more. There we go. Alright, so we can make one more of these. Let's get rid of that. And now we can make 3 of those. Take one.
Technology recharge.
Done. Alright. So we're good on life support for a while. Grab. Skip, jump, damage. Okay, so we'll hang out here for a few minutes. Hope that we have ship or 5 fly over. I don't see any. Okay. Why not? You're looking for work and have 30 plus years in tech support? If we hired people that were remote, I would say that is definitely a possibility. But we don't normally hire people that are remote, and the company is very much against working remotely. I even have trouble working from home if I have doctor's appointments during the day. They want me to come in anyway. So, and I'm not keen on it. And again, no training. I'm actually trying to develop, not only train myself, but develop a training process in the meantime. So it's a shame. The company went through a lot of problems is what happened, and previous owners really did a number on the place. I'm just hoping that we can recover. We'll see. Just reading up on the Fugitive Challenge sounds really cool, Don Jezza says. Yes, it is a pretty cool challenge. It really is. And if you go to the Beeblebum site, there's other challenges in there that are equally as good. Stranded is a lot of fun to me. I like that one. Specifically, Solus, I think it is. The Solus Protocol or something like that was another good one. I've tried playing it through myself for the first time the other day, and I thought it was pretty cool. Bounty Hunter is a blast if you like taking out sentinels with ships. Yep, I gotcha. Boost it for just a minute. Really focused on trying to find a ship that'll land. Hey. Come on, guys. How much are they? 18 million. I could have gotten that one. The other one was 30. Rats. Let's charge up the laser. Laser. There we go. Back. Still no ship? No. No ship. Leave me alone. Where are me? Where are you? Oh, me? Kentucky. Tiny little town called Lexington. Home of University of Kentucky. Home of the Wildcats. Home of college basketball. And you want to talk about a fervor here. These people are freaking nuts. But then again, any college town that has a, whether it's a college team of some sort, football, basketball, doesn't make a difference. It may be, but it can get tedious. Yes. Upper management tend towards useless. Yeah, I know. Thank you for Sabertooth. Appreciate you being over there, by the way. Sabertooth Links. Sabertooth Links. Very interesting. Oh, God, I have a story about Kentucky. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I love it here. I actually love it. I'm originally born and raised in New York, and I moved to Florida for about 20 years when I was a teenager. Great place to grow up when you're about 15 to 20 years old, especially if you're close to a beach. Yeah, those are fun times. And moved up to Kentucky about 20 years ago now. So and loved it ever since. I just love it up here completely, so it's really nice. Susie Snoozy over in the chat on Twitch. I appreciate you being here, dear. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Always love chatting with you over on the other streams, especially Trainwrecks. Did he finally end his stream or what? He probably ended quite a time ago, I'm guessing. I'm gonna stay here until we get someone to land. Hey, Calvin. I think people in North Carolina will fight you on the home of college bets. Oh, you're darn right, man. You're darn right. Yeah. Tar Heels. Absolutely. Yes, he ended a little while ago? Okay, good deal. That is a fun game. I'm even half tempted on doing some of that on Saturday, since we're doing a 10-hour stream on Saturday. So that'll be something. I might do some windrows on there too. And it's an easily, you could blow so much time real fast in that game. It's such an active game. Something else. Let me see. So Exelis says, I was an investigator, was tracking a certain individual and ran a trace on a past address. I think you might have told me about this. I came up with a telephone number I later learned was old and had to be reallocated. Okay. I love Kentucky, beautiful, friendly state. Thank you, Rabbit. Appreciate that. The guy on the other end was startled, to put it mildly. I'd called the governor's mansion at 3 a.m. their time. From Australia, folks. From Australia. That's hilarious. He thought it was hysterically funny and said he'd never met an Aussie. Well, that's hilarious, man. How many years ago was this? If you can give us a rough estimate, anyway. They're gone. I'm just curious. I want to know who the governor was at the time. Yeah, you can blow a great deal of time playing No Man's Sky too. That's true. That's true, Sabretooth. I tell you what. I mean, I've got a little over 5,000 hours in No Man's Sky. I've been playing it for about 7 years now, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I've never gotten bored in it. I do get caught up in another game for a while, but I always come back to No Man's Sky, especially when they get an expedition going. And then I got to pull out the old speedrunning shoes and kick the crap out of everybody. I almost went in there. I'm not supposed to go in there. I'm just bouncing around now. Probably wasting all my life support, but... See if we just get some ships to show up. That'd be great. Yep, there's one. He's probably the 27 million one. Let's see if I can... Waving. Can't get him to land. That one was... What was it, 30? I think it was 30. So I'm probably better off at this point. Back in the late 90s? Okay, so that was before my time in Kentucky, definitely. That's him again. Oh, I should have just taken another look. Come on. Yeah, I can't lock in on him now. Oh, well. I actually asked him what when the Derby was. He was again surprised and said in a few months. Wait, you know what the Derby is? Come on, man. Even in the 90s, they should... Oh, 90s. That's really before heavy-duty internet at that point, guys. So if you think about that, yeah, that's something. That really is something. Gotta head out. Got some technical issues with the TV not connecting to my laptop. Ugh, have a great night, everybody. Good luck, Fett. I understand. I'm very proud. I want to mention this real quick. Very proud of my son, who decided to move his entire guts of his computer from one case to another. So he had to disassemble everything and move everything over and reconnect everything. He only needed a little bit of help here and there with certain connectors, you know, the little connectors that connect like the power button and the reset button, things like that. And even then, we still hooked it up wrong. But when we got it all hooked up right, booted right up, no problem. We had to get the hard drive reallocated to the proper boot device. But other than that, everything worked perfectly. Did a great job. And that's something for a kid these days. The kids don't take an interest in that anymore. Nobody builds crap. So, but anyway, good night, Fett. Said, of course, George McComb. M. Cohan's music. Yes, yes, yes. Always happy to help. Yeah, there you go. I have about 1,000 hours, but have been playing for under 2 years. Whew. Still, that's a lot of hours, man. It's a lot of hours. I mean, a lot of my hours, you know, from 2019 to 2020... Hold on, I know this. That's on me. 2020 to 2019 through... When did I start streaming? It's 26, right? I said 3.5 years. So the end of 22 is when I started streaming. So I played for a good 3 years straight and put a lot of hours in. But since nomanssky is my biggest thing that I stream on my channels, then it stands to reason that's where most of my time is going to be spent. I do the anomaly video every Friday. I usually have another playthrough video that comes out every Monday. I'm trying to get Windrose kind of locked in there too, but you got to have the time to be able to do all these things, and I just don't have a whole lot of free time to do it, which is why I'm not monetized, and we can get into all that discussion too at some point, but it is what it is. How old's my son? He's 15 years old. So thinking of making my own video, Beginner's Guide to Survival Mode. Yeah, go ahead, do it, man. Do it. Worst that'll happen is nobody will like it and we won't watch it. But you had fun doing it. Have fun doing it. That's what this all comes down to. If you're not having fun doing it, then what are you doing? So please, please, always have fun doing whatever you're doing. Dimitro, oh, my first PC was 286 with a 40 megabyte hard drive and 1 megabyte of RAM. Woo! Telling your age there, my friend. Telling your age. 286, so that would be mid-80s. Mid to late 80s, that would be, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I got my first PC in around 92, 93. It was a 486 SX 25 megahertz. I want to say it was a 40. It had a 40 meg hard drive in it. And this is one of those computers, I said SX because you had to get a math coprocessor for it, which all the processor chips included nowadays. And I upgraded the crap out of that thing. It only had it had 4 megs of RAM. I upgraded it to 16 megs of RAM, and I upgraded it to slowly upgraded it. I think it could take a 586 processor, but I put a DX100 chip in it. I made it a DX133. That was smoking fast, 133 megahertz. Unbelievable. That's a shuttle too, I bet you anything. 8 million. Could have bought that too. But someone please land, man. And upgraded that to a 586, got the Pentium processor. You know, things like that. Just kept upgrading, and I just kept doing that all for the many years. Once I had got my teeth sunk into building these things, eBay was kind of new in the early 2000s, and I was buying a lot of parts off of eBay used. Sometimes people would sell a box of parts, random parts, and I'd go through it, I'd win the bid, go through it, take out what I needed, and put the exact same box, less those components, back on eBay, and I would sell it for more than what I spent on it. It was hilarious. So... yeah, DX266, yeah. There was no 586. Well, there was. It was called the Pentium. Pentium processor was a 586. But, what's their names? AMD had a 586 processor. I think I still have the processor in my garage, sitting in a toolbox someplace. So. Well, if you want to talk those kind of computers, Wascally Wabbit, a VIC-20? Wait, no. Your first computer was a VIC-22, huh? Sabretooth? Yeah, what are you doing? Why aren't you showing me this anymore? Because I'm standing on top of a building? It'd be funny if I missed a ship landing. If you want to talk those kind of computers, that's a whole nother ball of wax. Then I can go back to the Radio Shack TRS-80 color computer too, otherwise known as the Trash 80. And it came with the little tape drive that you hook up to it, and you hook it up to a regular TV. So basic programming. So that Commodore, and then I moved up to a Commodore 64 after that with the 1541 floppy drive. And that was the days of gaming. That's where my gaming really started at that point. Because you can get anything on a floppy. You know, you played Zaxxon, played Dig Dug, all those old school games. Cyrix? Might have been called the Cyrix chip, but this literally has 586 written on the chip, so. I do remember this. I remember very, very clearly that it said it was a 586 chip. So. Gameplay looks stuttered. Ooh, yeah, we're dropping out. Oh, that's weird.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, my stream's going to crap for some reason right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we got a frame rate drop. We may have to end a little early tonight, I guess. I guess someone doesn't like me over on the interwebs. Yeah, we got a lot of frame rate drops right now. I don't know what's going on. Thanks for mentioning that. Let me see over here.
Radiation protection.
I'm monitoring it on my web and on Twitch. I'm not seeing too many problems, but it's dropping frames like crazy. Alright, we may have to end a little early. I was hoping to get a ship, for crying out loud.
Technology recharge.
That sucks. Wonder what happened to our internet connection.
Radiation protection falling.
Commodore 64 was the ultimate hacker's computer. Yes, it was. That's where I got most of my games were from friends that used to hack and get them for me. So, Spy vs. Spy was one of my favorites. So, yeah, that's weird. We're dropping frames like crazy. We're at 3.4%. Well, crap. And while Twitch we can do a reboot and just come back up again, YouTube it'll just crash completely and we'll have to start over again. So I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Nah, it's not on your end. This time it's not on your end. It's on my end. Alright. Well, we'll last as long as we can. I apologize for the quality of the stream. I've got a 1 gig internet connection here, so I have no idea why it's having trouble. OBS may be crapping out on me. That might be the problem too. So, yeah, YouTube crashes. As soon as you shut down, it's like, okay, you got to start a whole new stream. And Twitch, you just start up again. So there's the one benefit behind Twitch. Ah, crap. Guys, come on, land. No, nobody's going to land. Now, that was my last chance. 185 million for that one hauler. Ouch. 8 million for the other one. Oh, well. All right, why don't we get a save point here? Where's that? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to call it here. There we go. We got a restore point saved here. We're good here. So let's go ahead and call it here, guys. Get out to the mode select. All right, so it's going to be it's a few minutes early. It's only a few minutes. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get back out to the main screen here. Stream. There we go. And something happened to that. Why is that like that? Shouldn't be like that. There we go. Back to normal. All right. So yeah, we're going to have to call it here. I'll go ahead and try a raid, but you know, I don't know how well that's going to work out. Let me pull up that. And we're going to pull up you. And you. That's not the dashboard you want. That was weird. All right. So appreciate the subs over on YouTube. I'm sorry I missed a few. I think some extra people subbed in, and I apologize if I missed them because I guess Streamlabs didn't want to announce very much tonight. But I appreciate you all being here, and you can all rewind back to the beginning on the PSA, if you will. There we go. All right. So we have my usual dude that I go to over on YouTube, which is going to be Delta. And he's playing Elite Dangerous and doing some colonization over there. So that's pretty cool stuff. Usually a good thing to check out. He was here earlier. And on the Twitch side, let me check out the stuff real quick. Hang on a second here. Yeah, on Twitch side, we're going to probably go ahead and just drop out, guys. I don't have anybody that I usually follow that's doing anything tonight, so I'm going to hold off on that. So we're going to drop off on the Twitch side, and we're just going to go ahead and raid on the YouTube side. So I want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so, so much. And we will see you guys again on Saturday. Remember, we got a 10-hour stream Saturday. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll see what comes up. I'll probably put an announcement over on YouTube on the posts, and you guys can check that out. Again, thank you for being here. We will see you again next time. And again, heart goes out to Exilus for losing his wonderful sister, Myrany, and to the family for Morani, and husband, and the rest